Regan here, and you're probably wondering why I'm in like blogger mode, because I don't have my tripod and I'm like not sitting in my regular spot. And that's because I have packed a lot of my stuff. See, the wall of photo ops is not there, and then these shelves are empty because I am taking a lot of the stuff up pretty soon. I know it's like less than 2 months time, supposed to be all the way there, but it's a long drive, so I'm taking things up while I can. But, and like, it's not, like I can't do everything in one truckload. But anyways, this video today is going to be about Pheonix Con and my experience there as a vendor. I don't know how many guys have ever done vending. I'm not sure if any of you ever have. I know that a couple of you have been to conventions before though. But I've gone to a lot of conventions, but this is the first time that I've ever vended at a convention. And it will probably be the last time, not because I had a bad experience, but because you're no longer allowed to compete with creation. There's a lot of new different rules, and they're not dumb rules. I'm sure they have reasons for their rules, like maybe their contract with Warner Brothers ran out or something. I don't know what the reason may be. But I am not going to complain about it because I'm sure they would not do it unless they had a reason to. However, I figured it would be cool to tell you guys how everything went anyways. So I was originally going to go alone, but then my mother wanted to come with me because I'm an adult, but I'm still at that point where like my mother like does not want to believe that I'm an adult. I've been an adult for a few years now because 18 is when you turn into an adult. But my mom kind of like doesn't like me traveling on my own. Like she wanted my brother to go with me to San Francisco, which is funny, but that's all the way down in December, but I literally like don't even live with my parents. So my mother came with me and she helped me with the booth, which I'm not complaining about at all. It was awesome because it gave me the opportunity to get my photo ops done and also go and see the Jensen and Jared panel, which was really awesome. But I actually had a very fun time in the vendor's room. I made a lot of friends. I met Andrea and Linda, which I love them both so much. They've never been to a convention that I've been to, but they've been at a lot of conventions. If you've been to a convention, you might know them. They make the pillows and the skirts. They're super cute and cool and awesome, and they were super nice, and we became friends like instantly. So I made a lot of friends there, like with a lot of the vendors. I became friends. It was super fun. I thought it might be boring sitting in there all day because there are moments when there's literally no fans in the vendor's room, but it's okay because it was like, it went by so fast. It was so much fun, and I had a lot of time to like talk to my mom, and my sister was there for some of the days because I kind of told her that she should come just because I thought that she would enjoy it, and then she ended up really liking it, and she has her own Supernatural fan page now and stuff. But I did make a little bit of money. Not as much as I wanted to make, but it was enough. The thing was, it was the last convention in Phoenix, so I'm sure that a lot of the people that were there were spending their money on photo ops rather than in the vendor's room because it would be the last convention in Phoenix. I'm sure not a lot of them are going to travel to other conventions because Phoenix was probably convenient for a lot of the people that live in Arizona and the Phoenix area. So I'm sure that a lot of them were spending money on like autographs and photo ops instead of in the vendor's room, just because it would be the last time they would be able to get those photo ops and autographs, and a lot of vendor stuff that we have you can find online. Yeah, honestly, it was a fun weekend. I enjoyed everything. The only thing that happened was that one person did steal one of my items. I saw them steal it, but the thing was, it was an item that only cost me $1 like wholesale value, so I kind of let it go. I could have said something, but I don't know, if it was an expensive item, I would have pointed it out, or if it had happened more than once, but since it was one time, I let it go, because I figure if someone's willing to steal something, they might need it more than I do. Not in every case, but most of the time. Or like sometimes that happens, and maybe like she couldn't afford merch and stuff, and I don't know, I would have called her out if it had happened more than once, or if it affected me really, but $1 isn't gonna hurt me, and she did buy some other items. So like she bought more than she took. I made more off of her than she took. So it wasn't that big of a deal. Of course I'm not gonna be upset about it. I'm just gonna let it go because it happened, and you know, whatever. But I reckon that probably happens a lot at Supernatural conventions. It might be easy to just snack something off the table. I did see her do it, like I said. I just didn't say anything because I figured it was $1 and she probably needed it more than I do. Plus the people like lived in a camper, so I was like, but all in all, I had a really good experience at Pheonix Con. I did meet a couple of people who watch my videos, and it's always fun to meet you guys. I mean, like, I wish that I could have hung out with you guys more, but I was super busy at my vendor's table. There was a lot that I had to do, like keeping up with inventory and sales and all that stuff. So if you're going to be at San Francisco Con, I would be more than happy to talk with you then and, like, hang out with you guys a little bit. Like, we could even go out to dinner or something, I don't know, afterwards. I will be at San Fran and probably Vegas too, depending on the weather. If the weather's good, I'll drive down here because I know my sister really wants to go to Vegas, and Vegas is like the cheapest con for me because Vegas is where my parents live. So when I go down to Vegas, I can just stay with them and eat their food. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about conventions, you're always welcome to ask me. You can tweet them to me, Snapchat them to me, or Instagram them to me. A lot of you guys added me on Snapchat since my last video, which was the Snapchat video, and that was super awesome. I always enjoy like talking to you guys, and I know like many of you will send me messages and stuff, and it's always cool just to get to know you. If I don't answer your message right away, don't be offended at all. I just get so many messages every day that I'm like trying to answer them as quickly as I can, but sometimes I can't keep up and I get really busy with like work and stuff. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys all in my next video. Like I said, if you have any questions, you feel free to ask me. You can ask me on any one of my Instagrams. I don't expect you to follow all 3. I expect you to follow whichever one you think you want to. Like, there's 3 different ones. You can look at them all, figure out which one you want to see in your feed more than most of all. There's my business one, my fandom page, and then my actual personal Instagram, which you're welcome to follow me on any of them. So yeah, that's about it. I'm going to stop dragging this video on. Bye guys.